Yes, good morning students. Today we are going with the second class of biology, in which today I am going to teach you the lesson hygiene, which we are facing up, which is today's everyday's and everybody's talk, that how to maintain a good hygiene so that we can combat your COVID-19. So now everybody is very much tensed as how we can protect ourselves from this deadly infectious disease which has crippled the entire world. Today the entire world has got paralyzed. Every country's economy is shut down. Every country is now undergoing so many losses, economical loss, loss of people's lives. So what is the reason? The reason is due to the spread of a disease which is very contagious from one person to another person. And so now the concept of hygiene has become very important. It was important in earlier years also, but somehow we were a little bit lethargic, we were very lazy to follow the hygiene practices. But today it has become inevitable, compulsory, that you have to follow hygiene, otherwise there is no chance of having good health or probably life. Now through this chapter I'll teach you as what practices we should do so that we can keep our body healthy. Now what do you mean by health? Health is a state or a condition of Physical means the entire bodily form. You don't have any fractures, bruises, or you don't have any skin disease. That means physically you are okay, you are able to walk, you are able to run, you are able to move, you are able to do whatever you can to all your physical elements of your body. Mental, your brain is absolutely fine, you have not gone mad or insane. That means you are mentally fit. And social, emotionally, you are not in depression like Sushant Singh Rajput. He died because of depression. He hanged himself out of his mental, I should say, he was not mentally healthy, and that's the reason he could not relate with the society properly. He had social issues, he had problems with the society, so socially he was not healthy, and emotionally he could not overcome the emotional stress, that is depression. So now health is a state or a condition of physical, mental, social and emotional fitness or well-being. All these four elements, if it is proper, that means we are fit and healthy. Secondly, hygiene. Hygiene is a science and practice of keeping ourselves healthy. The major aspects of physical hygiene are cleanliness. First and foremost thing is cleanliness. Second is you have to have a good rest and sleep. Both physical exercise is very important and healthy habits. That is also very important. Now when we talk about cleanliness, what do you mean by cleanliness? Cleanliness means not only cleaning our own body but also cleaning our home, cleaning our bed, cleaning our clothes, and then cleaning our surrounding. So that is cleanliness. But cleanliness first should start from us, inside our body, outside our body. We should not only be clean from outside. From outside, if you are having a plenty of makeup, that doesn't mean that you are very clean. So you should regularly brush your teeth. You should have proper hygiene habitats, like you should brush your teeth, you should wash your eyes, you should cut your nails, you should trim your hair, you should have a good shampoo to your hair so that you don't have ticks, lice or dandruff, and moreover you should have proper bath. Every day bathing is very compulsory. Then next is having proper rest and sleep. Today's generation, I see that now from the time of your lockdown, you people have been awake for late nights and getting up from sleep nearly in the mornings. Actually you don't get up in the morning, you get up at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, something like that. So this is not hygiene. This will not come under your hygiene. Hygiene means early to rise and early to bed. Rising early in the morning by 4:30 or 5 and then going back to sleep by 9 o'clock at night. This is actually a hygienic life. Having proper rest and proper sleep. 8 hours sleep, 7 to 8 hours sleep is enough for a human being to have a sound mental mental condition. Physical exercise, yes, running, jogging, morning walks, all these things, even playing games, outdoor games, not playing PUBG. If you play PUBG, it is not a physical exercise, neither mental exercise, but it is actually a mental degradation. PUBG will cause mental problems in near future. Next is healthy habits. Healthy habits, like I said, cutting nails, not poking your nose, do not keep finger in your nose, in your mouth, in your ears. If you are doing all these things, then you have to properly sanitize yourself, and moreover, not spitting here and there. So all these things will come under healthy habits. So, and then having daily bath, this is very important, and brushing our teeth early in the morning and also before going to bed. That is very, very important to keep healthy dental condition. Now, what are the best practices of cleanliness? First is the practice of washing hands with soap after using toilets, before consuming food. Daily bath is compulsory, as I said. Undergarments and handkerchiefs must be washed daily. Brush your teeth twice daily, as I said, when you wake up in the morning and before going to sleep. Trim your hair, keep it very clean. Eyes must be cleaned and washed every day. Do regular physical exercise, develop healthy habits. Then, now, under healthy habits is again bowel conditions, like even some people, they do not have the habit of passing motions daily. So they should, every day after getting up in the morning, they should first go to the toilet and try to freshen up themselves. That also comes under healthy habit. Then getting addiction to tobacco, alcohol, smoking, these are not healthy habits. So we should stop using anything, any chewing things, mouth fresheners, chocolates. Addiction of chocolate is also too bad, which is very bad for your dental health. Then using certain stimulants and sedatives, just 2-3 years back, it was very common among teenagers, sniffing, whiteners, sniffing whitener, because whitener is having a solution in it which has a sedative effect. That means you get a little bit of hallucination or you feel drowsy. So such type of things happen due to inhaling or taking sedatives orally, chewing sedatives or taking it as tablets. Alcohol, consumption of alcohol is very, very dangerous. It doesn't come under healthy habit. And then the living rooms need to be well ventilated. Doors and windows should be open always during the daytime so that proper sunlight comes, because sunlight is a natural disinfectant. So these are healthy habits that you have to follow. Social hygiene and sanitation. Under social hygiene comes your municipality, the work that the municipality does, that is taking garbage from your homes, and it collects your green waste and non-green waste, that is vegetable peels in a separate bucket and plastics and paper in separate buckets, right? So disposal of waste properly. Proper drinking water facility should be provided, which is safe from contamination. Then sewage treatment, your house drainage system should be in such a manner that it does not get mixed up with your drinking water. It does not contaminate your drinking water. And thereafter, even the government also takes proper care in sprinkling insecticides, or you can say, yes, insecticides like DDT. They just spray in the evening during summer season so that mosquitoes are eradicated, housefly is eradicated, certain harmful insects are eradicated. Okay, so that is also one of the reasons. Now, how do housefly spread disease? You have seen housefly, it is very, very common thing. And how does housefly spread disease? Housefly, they spread disease by sitting on any dirty matter like fecal matter and then coming and sitting on your food. So when the body of the housefly is sitting on the fecal matter, and then when it comes and sits on your food, through its body, hair and legs, all the dirt is contaminating your food, then pouring out its saliva on your food, then depositing the human excreta or any excreta, Then direct transmission of germs also. Housefly, if it is sitting on your food, all the germs which are on the body of the housefly will just enter into your food. So how can we control the housefly? First is by elimination of breeding places. You need to keep your house clean daily. You have to broom your house. You have to clean the floor by using disinfectants like Lysol, or you can apply phenyl, or you can even apply Dettol in water, soap or detergents, and then you can clean the surfaces so that housefly does not infest on it. Spraying DDT and other insecticides, and avoid keeping the food in open. Now, there are certain categories like organisms which particularly cause diseases like mosquitoes. They cause malaria. Which organism? There are 3 types of mosquitoes which cause 3 different types of diseases. Female Anopheles, it causes malaria. Culex, female Culex causes elephantiasis. Elephantiasis is when the limbs become very swollen, abnormal, like elephant's limbs. It happens due to the accumulation of excess lymph in our body. In our body, we are having 2 types of transport systems, that is blood vascular system and lymphatic system. Blood is red in color and lymph is non-red in color. So when that lymph which is flowing through lymph vessels in our body, if it becomes more in a particular area due to certain type of infection caused by the bite of the female Culex, then that particular disease is caused, which is called as elephantiasis. Aedes is a mosquito which causes yellow fever and dengue. Now, how can we control mosquitoes? It's very easy to control mosquitoes. Keep your house very clean. On top of that, you have to clean all the garbage around your home and burn it to ash. And moreover, you have to spray DDT or kerosene on the breeding grounds of mosquitoes, like for example wherever there is stagnated water. Even you have to, during summer season we use our coolers, so the water of the cooler's tank has to be properly cleaned so that no mosquitoes infest in it. Elimination of breeding places, spraying kerosene and grease on stagnant waters, and by biological control, that is if you are spraying continuously DDT every now and then the species of mosquitoes will get eradicated. They will not keep giving birth to their next generations, and with that also the number of mosquitoes will decrease. Contamination, I have been using the word contamination. What is the meaning of contamination? Contamination means to make a thing impure. To add something to it that it becomes impure. Like to pure water, to clean drinking water, if you add mud, that is contamination. It has become impure. How does water gets contaminated? Water gets contaminated through improper disposal of sewage. Like your septic tank water, your water from your toilets, your washrooms is going and getting dumped in nearby rivers or lakes, then it is called as contamination of water. Defecating or urinating in the lakes, nearby lakes or ponds, then animals bathing in the ponds and rivers, and also animal waste being drained in the ponds and rivers, bathing of animals, bathing of humans, all these cause contamination. Then next is, we have to talk about certain diseases which are very common, which mostly children, especially small children, are most prone of, that is cholera. Cholera is a disease which is caused by an organism called Vibrio cholerae, that is a bacterium, and it is caused due to contaminated water. Next is dysentery. Dysentery is small children, mostly they undergo this problem because most of the children have the habit of eating mud, and because of that dysentery is caused. And dysentery has 2 reasons of cause. One is due to contamination of food and water, that is there, and it is caused due to entamoeba histolytica, that is amoebiasis. Amoebic dysentery and general dysentery is there. If the dysentery is caused by a protozoan, then it is called as amoebiasis, and it is caused by entamoeba histolytica. And a common dysentery, it is due to the contamination of food and water, so that is a common one. Hepatitis. Hepatitis is a disease which actually affects the liver. You have bacillary dysentery and amoebic dysentery. Amoebic dysentery is caused by amoeba, and bacillary dysentery is caused by bacteria. 2 types of dysentery. Hepatitis. Now in dysentery are three types of hepatitis: hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. And all of these are caused due to contaminated water, and it all affects the liver. And usually the symptoms are enlarged liver and jaundice. And how can you prevent it? By taking a hepatitis vaccine. Nowadays I have heard that it is available free in the hospitals. So you can go and have a hepatitis vaccine, and hepatitis vaccine can be given to a person right from 0 to 100 years of age. Anybody can take a hepatitis vaccine any time of their life. So with this we have come to the end of this particular chapter, that is hygiene, which is very, very important in the times of COVID-19.